About 7 months ago, I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and I found a video that caught my eye. Up to this point, I hadn't heard of WhislinDiesel, but like any human with decent standards, I appreciate when evildoers get caught, so I clicked on it. So I watched the whole thing, and I'm sitting there rooting for the main character guy to press charges on that jerkface for stealing his belongings and vandalizing his property. He handles it the way he does, and then drives away concluding the fiasco. The concluding comments of the video is main character guy swearing his determination to catch the villain who stole his father's equipment. Now, at this point, I'm so pumped from what I just watched that I'm feeling like the guy from Skyrim.
Justice!
Although this was years ago, I spent a couple minutes trying to find some clues. I go to Google Maps, go to the intersection, Street View, and then dial it back to as far as I can. I don't see anything of interest, so I try to look up the skid loader from its VIN, and don't really find anything useful either. So, although I wish I could do more, I accepted defeat and went on with my life. Months later, after subbing to Cody and becoming familiar with all of his antics, I'm again scrolling through my YouTube feed and found this. I'm reading through it and figured, here's my chance to help, like some vigilante comic book weirdo I am. Then I finish reading it and see this part. Okay, so now I'm like... And it just so happened that I was visiting my family in Ohio, so it wasn't that big of a mission to meet where he is. So, needless to say, my response was, see you there. I recently started a business and thought this would be a perfect opportunity to rep the company. So, I wanted to get some merch going. I decided to do hoodies for my wife and I, one black with white and then one pink with black. As you know, I'm a huge fan of black and pink. So, first up was Gabe's. Yep, so let's get in here and find some hoodies. I don't really want zip up. What do you think? Hoodies with zippers or without zippers? Let me know in the comments. We ended up going to Target and finally finding a solid black hoodie and a solid pink hoodie, and ended up taking it to a local decal store. The final product wasn't the greatest quality, so if you know of a place where I can make some quality merch, let me know in the comments. The day arrived and it was time to meet up with Cody and the crew. We suited up in our new merch and then began the 4-hour drive, wondering what we had gotten ourselves into. I won't go into much detail about the event. If you want, you can go and check his video out for details on that. Basically, there came a point where he was giving people money to pass out flyers for his dad's skid loader. And I thought, well, what a better way to help than to post them all over the United States. I was going home soon anyways, so I could post them during the trip. It was kind of hard getting Cody's attention, so at one point I just threw my ID at him. He was like, California? Then I proceeded to tell him that I would post these at every stop I took. Then he handed me 2 50s. And that's how Cody from WhislinDiesel ended up paying me and my company to post his flyers all over the United States. After a while, Cody left and I continued to enjoy some of the shenanigans before it was time to head home. About a month later, after visiting with family, it was time to do like Biggie Smalls and go back to Cali. This was the start of my end of the deal, and here's how that went. Yeah, so if you guys have any information please text that number. Thank you.
Welcome to Arizona. Welcome to California.
Oh, there was a sign. So yeah, that's the story of how Cody paid me $100 to post his flyers across the United States. I hope it helped. I don't view taking money from people lightly, so it would be kind of cool if you knew that I kept my end of the bargain and the mission was accomplished. So if you're so kind to share this video, that would be kind of cool. I'm keeping the 250s just in case the next time I meet him, he can sign them. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon!